Something is happening. Right now. Behind locked doors, away from cameras, a deal has just been signed. A deal so powerful, so delicate, that the wrong hands knowing about it could send shockwaves worldwide. What if I told you this isn't speculation? The whispers among high-ranking officials, the anonymous leaks, and the unusual financial movements all point to one thing. Something big is unfolding, and the consequences could be devastating. Who is behind this? What's at stake? And most importantly, why is no one talking about it? But you're about to find out. Somewhere in a secure room far from prying eyes, the signatures have already been placed on paper. The deal is real, the details? Hidden behind layers of bureaucracy, classified briefings, and legal jargon so convoluted it might as well be written in code. But leaks have a way of escaping even the tightest vaults. Whispers from insiders, erratic movements in financial markets, strange absences of key officials. These are the breadcrumbs left behind when the powerful make a move they don't want you to see. They say it's just speculation. They laugh off the concerns, but history tells a different story. Deals like this, the ones made in shadows, always come to light when it's too late to stop them. The world has seen this before. A handshake behind closed doors that rewrites global power overnight. The day before, everything seems normal. The day after, the rules of the game have changed, and the rest of us are left scrambling to understand what just happened. What if I told you? We're standing at that moment right now. That by the time you wake up tomorrow, the world as you know it may already be different. And the only question left to ask is who benefits? In the labyrinth of global power, alliances shift like dunes, unseen yet profoundly impactful. Today, we're on the brink of such a monumental shift. These nations, collectively known as BRICS, are orchestrating a move to diminish the US dollar's dominance in international trade. By settling transactions in their currencies, they're challenging the financial hegemony that has prevailed for decades. Imagine a world where the dollar is no longer the universal medium of exchange. The implications are vast, affecting everything from global stock markets to the price of everyday goods. Beyond currencies, the control of rare earth minerals, a group of 17 elements crucial for modern technologies, is another battlefield. China currently dominates this sector, producing approximately 60% of the world's supply. These minerals are the backbone of our smartphones, electric vehicles, and military systems. Whoever controls them holds significant leverage over global technological advancement. Corporations and nations are vying for access. The United States, recognizing its vulnerability, is scrambling to secure alternative sources, but progress is painstakingly slow. In this high-stakes game, the winners stand to gain unprecedented economic and strategic advantages, while the losers risk ceding their influence on the world stage. But as these clandestine maneuvers unfold, one must ask, are these shifts a natural progression of a multipolar world, or is there a deeper agenda at play? In this intricate dance of power, the shadows often conceal more than they reveal. Stay with us as we uncover the layers beneath this global chessboard. Imagine waking up to a world where the rules have changed overnight. The coffee you brew costs twice as much, your savings have dwindled, and the news anchors speak of alliances you've never heard of. The secret deal we've uncovered isn't just a footnote in history, it's a catalyst for a seismic shift that could ripple through every facet of our lives. Financial markets thrive on stability and predictability. An abrupt move, like major economies abandoning the US dollar, could trigger unprecedented volatility. Currencies could fluctuate wildly, eroding savings and destabilizing economies worldwide. Established alliances, some forged over decades, could fracture under the weight of new power blocks. Nations might realign not out of shared values, but sheer necessity, leading to a more fragmented and unpredictable global landscape. The effects would trickle down to our daily existence. Essential goods could become scarce or exorbitantly priced. Technological advancements might be withheld, creating digital divides and hindering progress in various sectors. History has shown us the fallout of such clandestine agreements. The 1970s oil embargo, orchestrated in secrecy, led to global economic turmoil, energy shortages, and a reshaping of international relations. Similarly, the establishment of the petrodollar system altered global trade dynamics, binding oil to the US dollar and reinforcing its dominance. But this New Deal carries the weight to surpass those events, intertwining technology, energy, and finance in ways we've never seen. The question isn't just how it will change the world, but whether we're prepared for the transformation that's already begun. In an era where information flows ceaselessly, certain stories remain conspicuously absent from our screens. The silence surrounding this monumental deal is deafening. Mainstream media, often hailed as the watchdogs of democracy, seem to have turned a blind eye. Is this an oversight or a deliberate act of omission? While headlines are dominated by the latest scandals and entertainment news, the undercurrents of global power dynamics go unreported. This selective coverage isn't mere coincidence. It's a calculated narrative designed to keep the masses uninformed. Yet, within the ranks of these institutions, some refuse to remain silent. Whistleblowers have emerged, risking careers and safety to shed light on the truth. Consider the case of Mark Klein, a former AT&T technician who exposed the NSA's clandestine surveillance programs, revealing how corporations collaborated with government agencies to monitor citizens. His revelations pulled back the curtain on a vast network of information control, challenging the very fabric of our privacy. The symbiotic relationship between corporations and governments has fostered an environment where information is meticulously curated. Through ownership of media outlets and regulatory influence, they dictate what reaches the public eye. This orchestration ensures that certain narratives are amplified while others are suppressed into oblivion. History is replete with instances where truths were concealed under the guise of national security or public interest. From undisclosed military interventions to surveillance overreaches, the pattern remains consistent. Control the narrative to control the populace. As we peel back these layers of obfuscation, one must ponder, what else lies hidden beneath this facade of transparency? We stand at the edge of something far greater than we realize. The ink has dried on a deal that could redefine everything we know: economies, alliances, and the very way we live our lives. But the question remains, what comes next? Economists are already running the numbers, and the scenarios they predict are anything but comforting. Some believe we could see a sudden collapse in financial markets as investors scramble to adjust to the new power structure. Others warn of a slow, calculated shift, currencies losing their dominance, supply chains restructured, and industries forced to adapt or perish. But the most unsettling projections don't come from economists or politicians. They come from those who have seen these patterns before. The whistleblowers, the former intelligence officers, and the corporate insiders who have watched the strings being pulled behind the curtain. One thing is certain: nothing stays hidden forever. And when the impact of this deal finally reaches us, the world will have no choice but to react. Experts say the first tremors could come within months: a subtle shift in trade policies, a sudden spike in inflation. A regulation passed quietly in the dead of night, buried in the fine print of a larger bill. Then, like dominoes falling, the changes will accelerate. The full weight of this deal could hit within a year, reshaping the global economy, altering political alliances, and forcing everyday citizens to adapt to a reality they never saw coming. By the time the headlines catch up, it may already be too late. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. About questioning the narratives we're fed and looking deeper than the headlines allow. The media may not cover it. Politicians may deny it. But history has proven one thing: truth has a way of surfacing. And when it does, those who paid attention will be the ones prepared. So ask yourself, who benefits from keeping you in the dark? And more importantly, what are they afraid you'll find out? Drop your theory in the comment and subscribe to our channel.